Welcome back, travelers. As always, we are the Improfessionals, here to immortalize these stories and characters and hopefully entertain along the way. I'm Joseph, and today we are continuing once again my campaign Conflicts of Interest. Last time, the party finally made their way to the city of Crystal Elm, had a talk with the mayor, who is a good person, but he's got a very interesting hobby, to say the least. Nura and Peregrine decided to have a drinking competition with an alcohol so potent that it almost killed Nura. Meanwhile, Shaman and Tarman decided to try and do some actual work, and Tarman decided once again he was going to have a mental breakdown. However, this time, something was discovered that none of them knew about previously, as Tarman bled from his eyes. Now, the doctor from the city of Rhine has been contacted, and he is making his way to Crystal Elm. The next morning is where we will be picking up.
Once again, Tarman's having a mental fucking breakdown. Like, damn, call him out!
Like, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Back to our regularly scheduled trauma. Alright.
We do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Alright. We'll start with Nura and Peregrine, who are waking up, not in a room, but each of them are on a table in the dragon's armpit. Nura, you're the one who wakes up first, as that kobold that you guys saw when first entering the city is sitting on the table and poking your face.
Is he dead? Is he dead? I think he's dead. He might be
Can
dead.
I punch him?
I mean, that's pretty aggressive for a guy who's trying to make sure you're not dead, but sure. Go ahead and roll an attack. Well, that definitely hits, and that is I believe, a total of 6 damage.
Yeah.
So you just punch this kobold in the face, and he goes flying across the room. Hits the wall. The sound of that kobold being punched wakes up Peregrine.
You fucking killed him.
As Stoic looks over at the kobold. You're alright, Zip! I'm good! Ah! He's alright. Good morning!
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you two have some, serious hangovers.
Oh, I feel like I need another shot of dragon's breath to wake up.
Hey, shh. Somebody fucking stole the bottle and drank the whole damn thing. So, I'm out, which means we don't talk about it.
Who drank the whole thing?
No. I'm not even concerned with that last part. Who drank the whole thing?
Oh, not sure. Some guy, he's a human, I think. He comes through here sometimes. Gerald. He's a fun guy to drink with, but I've never seen
Gerald.
I've never seen anyone drink him under the table. In fact, I've seen him get under the table and drink. So,
I've seen him curl up a 60-ounce steak. Oh, God, my head. And swallow it all whole.
yep, that sounds about right. Well, I'm sure you two have some important adventuring business to tend to.
Yeah,
Do
do you have anything to help us walk this off?
Come right over here, I've got something.
Nura's gonna stumble over to the bar.
He punches you as hard as he can in the face.
Oh.
Surprisingly enough, that does help a little. As he waits for Peregrine to walk over and do the same.
I'm walking over.
Yeah, he punches you and you go flying across the room and you land next to the kobold.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I just got punched in the face for the second time today.
Oh, you have the first time?
Oh, well, I'm not a friend of the Sapphire Dragons, so when I try to offer them some money that I stole from them, they punch me.
That's rough, buddy.
So, Stoic and Kobold, when,
My name is Zip!
Zim, yeah, Stoke and Zim. Speaking of sapphires, when we first get into the city, little old sturdy-looking dwarf walks up, and he asks me, "So what do you stand for?" And I tell him about 6, 7 feet taller.
Stoic proceeds to start laughing like a heavy belly laugh. Zip seems mildly offended.
Oh, Zim, come on. At least you're taller than dwarfs.
No, I'm not.
That's strange.
Well, while you two try to sober yourselves up, we're gonna move over to Tarman. And Shaman, but we'll start with Tarman. Tarman, you are waking up after having headed to the inn to rest. Your head is throbbing for some reason. There's nothing strange about your room. You didn't have any nightmares, but you just feel pretty awful at the moment.
Tarman gets up as he goes to his bathroom, looking in the mirror, just seeing if there's any blood still on his face.
There is a faint, a faint bit of, not stain, but just like a bit of red that's left over from after the blood was washed off your face. You didn't really take too much time to wash it off, you sort of just washed it and laid down. But after a few wipes with a rag or something, it's all wiped away. Now, Shaman, did you want to go and check in on him when you woke up?
Yes,
So yeah, after just a little bit, you hear a quick knock at your door, Tarman.
As Tarman hears it, he just keep staring at himself as he yells, "Come in."
the door is locked.
As Tarman goes to unlock it.
She looks at him, up and down. You okay?
I'm alive. As he just goes over and just sits down for a second.
I have a better idea. Instead of just being alive, we're gonna be living, okay? As she grabs his arm, come on, let's go get some breakfast. She's gonna drag him the fuck down the stairs really quickly.
Oh no. Quick. No, I'm just kidding. So as you get downstairs, Tarman, you see Logan sitting. He has a plate, and on the plate, he is eating what looks to be some sort of cake. It doesn't look like amazing, but it looks like a, well enough made cake. As he looks, he gives a nod, swallows. Good morning, Tarman. Good to see you're awake. Shaman decided to make this for you. I forget what she called it.
Bread cake.
Bread cake.
You made this?
Yeah, I made some bread cake.
Tarman goes over and eats.
I thought it would make you feel better.
Have you ever had an angel food cake, Jay?
Yes.
Not a lot going on there. Can be a little dry, but it's not it's not terrible by any means.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much what you got going on.
As Tarman eats it.
Are the other two here? I wanted to get them some too, but I don't know if they're here.
Well, we'll go ahead and move back to them real quick. Sebastian walks out of the bathroom of the bar and looks to Nura and Peregrine. He looks a little rough around the edges, but he doesn't look like he's dead. Oh, good, you two are awake. Good morning. Stoic, can I get a shot or something? You just woke up, you're sure that that's what you want? Oh, I'm positive. You two should probably head over to the inn and, start figuring out today's plans. I'll join a little bit.
Alright, let's go, Peregrine.
Yeah.
Does
I'll
she have
leave.
to yell this so early?
Yes. I do have to yell there.
I'll leave
You
that.
guys
I'll
look
feel-
like shit. What happened?
We
If
got into shit.
you wanted my
Oh, I
guess,
almost died.
Shaman is going to cut off a piece
Anyway.
specifically for somebody that she wants to deliver it to.
Are you guys gonna eat any of the cake?
Eat my cake.
Nura grabs a handful of cake and begins to chew.
I don't like how that sounded.
What?
Oh,
You want
No.
to eat the cake?
Eat my cake.
I'll eat the
No.
Eat my cake! Eat it!
Eat this.
Eat this!
Eat
Eat
this.
this.
Nura proceeds to grab a handful of cake and eats from the cake in his hand.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna
Gaming clap.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
eat any, Peregrine?
Yes.
You all eat this cake. Like I said, it's a little bland. There's a good bit of, there's enough sweetness to get you through it. It's a little dry. It's not great, but it's not the worst thing. After a little bit, Sebastian walks in, rubbing his face. He doesn't even say anything to anyone. He pulls a chair over, sits down, and just like rips a piece of the cake off and starts eating it.
She smiles at this.
As he does that, Astrid, the owner of the inn, walks out and she's got her apron on and she's got a bunch of plates of food and she sees you're all sitting around eating this cake. Well, I'll just go fuck myself, I guess. And she just walks back into the kitchen.
No! Shaman's gonna
Astrid,
run
wait
after
a
her.
second.
Wait, come back! I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Relax, Shorty, it was a joke.
She like grabs onto her apron and gives puppy eyes as she looks up.
I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to let go of me before I shove my foot up your ass.
Say let's go.
She hands Shaman a plate of breakfast.
She sticks her tongue out and runs back to the table.
And then she walks over and hands everyone a plate of breakfast. She made enough for all of you because she knew you would all be here.
Thank you, Astrid.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Tarman looks and says, "Thank you."
Thanks, Astrid. We appreciate it. Oh, more food, thank God. As he literally just Sebastian grabs a handful of egg and just sticks it in his mouth.
I was gonna say, Nura is literally... He's gulping this food down.
As-
Tarman's eating, but he's eating slowly.
Astrid is just watching all of you eat animals.
You're an animal.
Uncivilized creatures.
As she just has a smaller little bowl, and she does a little, and you see bitch come down the stairs as she places the little bowl of egg, and the bitch starts eating it.
Hi, bitch.
Oh, good morning, bitch.
It hisses at you and meows at Shaman.
Because that
Favoritism.
bitch does not
Bitch
like
is
to die.
sexist. Bitch is
racist.
sexist.
Alright, well, I guess now's time to discuss what our plans for the day is.
I thought we all knew.
Oh,
Yes, I believe I'm going to be investigating the city with Shaman and Tarman, and Nura, Peregrine, and Sebastian. What? Somebody say my name. Don't worry about it. You will all be heading towards the forest. It will be a bit risky while you're there. You might encounter some animals. Are you sure you're up for it?
Of course. I
Maybe we can-
just need something to drink. Astrid, do you have any coffee?
She placed down a cup of coffee. She placed down a I'm forgetting a word right now. She places down the whole thing of coffee.
As Tarman
Shaman.
sees coffee, he just looks and says, "Oh, thank fuck.
What is that?
It's heaven, Shaman.
Very-
Try it."
She's gonna take a drink.
Shaman, do you like bitter coffee or not?
She's not gonna like the taste of bitter, but she's gonna get jittery.
Hey, Astrid, do you have a way to make this sweeter for her?
She just places some sugar cubes in it. As Sebastian gets his cup, he pulls out a flask of whiskey and pours it into the coffee, and then starts drinking.
Nura's gonna hold out his mug. Can I get some of that?
He pours some in yours too.
Thank you. Nura begins to drink. Oh.
Alcoholic.
Somebody say
No.
my name.
Y'all are like bad for each other. I kind of like this stuff with sugar in it.
As Tarman just drinks his coffee, finishing it up, as He looks at everyone, just enjoying their food and coffee. As he looks at Shaman, as he places a hand on her shoulder and says, "Thank you for the cake."
I'm glad she liked it. I'm not very good at cooking or baking or whatever.
It's a good cake.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
She just sort of like gives him a hug over the table.
Astrid, she looks up. Can I try a slice?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, who is Shaman hugging?
Peregrine.
Ah,
Shaman's gonna cut off a bit of cake for her and hand it to her.
She takes a fork and takes a bite of it. She just chews it for a second, swallows. It's mid.
She gives the most sad expression.
She just keeps eating it. No, it's not getting any better.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Where's the last?
as Tarman hears that, he just grabs the second slice and starts eating it. I think it's really good.
Shaman's eyes light up again.
Sebastian
Thank you, Jordan.
eating it. Yeah, it's soaking up some of the
Nura, after hearing that, proceeds to grab the tray of what's left of the cake and smashes his face into it, eating it.
Okay,
So good!
Jesus. After a little bit, you've all eaten all the food. Astrid has gone back to the front desk, which is just across, literally on the other side of the room. But she chose to stop interacting with the rest of you. So as soon as you're all ready, we will begin the actual process of the tasks. Meaning two of you.
Tarman!
Oh,
As Tarman looks at Shaman,
Will you go with me to deliver something before we start our mission?
sure.
Okay.
I guess we should go ahead and make our way to the forest. It's gonna take a little while to get there.
Don't die in there.
With this fucking hunk of meat, as Sebastian slaps Nura on the chest, there's no way.
What about Peregrine? Peregrine's a little itty bitty piece of meat.
Yeah, but he's got a bow. And if
How dare you insult him?
And if I know anything about people with bows, we're really good at keeping ourselves alive.
I forgot you were an archer, Sebastian.
What? How did you forget I was an archer when I carry around a big-ass fucking bow all the time?
I don't know, you never use it.
What do you think I was doing the whole time we were fighting that monster?
It's existing.
Existing.
Alright, well...
Yo.
So, Peregrine, Nura, you guys are gonna go with Sebastian towards the forest?
Yeah, I am, and I'm gonna send Quentin off into the sky ahead of us.
Quentin!
Alright. So, once again, these golden leaves seem to float in the air, and they all form together and puff into a bit of magic as Quentin forms on your arm. Sebastian just says, "Who the hell's he?"
This is Quentin. He's gonna help us out.
Nice to meet you, Quentin. I'm Sebastian. Shaman, Tarman, and Logan, who is also with them, are following Shaman because she's delivering something.
She has a piece of cake on a plate. I'm gonna give this to the cute blonde kid.
You really have a thing for him, don't you?
I mean, he's really cute. I haven't really seen many blonde humans. I mean, come on, he's kind of cute.
Well, we met Logan.
Logan doesn't count. He looks too buff.
Thank you.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment.
Tarman hears this. I think I see what's going on here.
But
You have a crush.
she just sort of glares. Nah, he's just a cute individual and deserves some cake.
Aw, that's adorable.
Shut up.
As Tarman smiles, knowing the truth.
He
How dare you.
knows. And we know he knows.
And I know he knows.
You knock on the door of the woman that you know to be Mrs. Jamie Ellen. She opens the door and she sees the three of you, and she looks... Well, if anyone wants to roll insight, they can. But if not, then she will.
I'll roll insight.
Tarmin would love to.
I'll
Okay.
roll some insight. I have a
Who
plus
has
6.
who has higher insight?
I think it'll most likely be her.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Plus
insight.
6 is 16.
She looks nervous. You're not exactly sure why, but she just seems a little on edge. But she looks at
Miss Pam.
she looks at the three of you. Hello. Is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. I just want to see John, real quick.
Hey Mom, is that Shaman again? Yes dear, it's the dark elf girl.
Her ears wiggle.
I'll be outside in just a second.
Okay.
She closes the door.
Shaman just sits on the front porch, like kicking her legs.
So, Shaman,
Mm-hmm.
is it true
What you?
what Tarmin was saying earlier?
No. No. Just, I don't know, he seems lonely.
Can I roll insight?
Sure, if she
Do I
was-
need to
if
roll
she-
deception?
Yeah, go ahead and roll deception. You can roll insight. I'll actually have Logan roll insight too.
Where's my deception? I don't have a high deception at all.
Check in.
Oh!
Yup. That's a critical failure on your part.
I don't even
Go ahead.
think you.
Go ahead and roll, Tarmin.
Oh, there's no fucking way.
That's hilarious.
So
Can it be a reroll?
So Shaman is it is completely obvious in every way that she is like embarrassed talking about how she probably has a crush on this this John kid. But Tarmin, for some reason, she wouldn't lie to you. But literally, like, without even a second thought, Logan just gives a nod and then, like, leans towards Tarmin and just says, She's lying.
And Tarmin smiles. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he rolled a 23 total, so he read through you like a fucking Bible.
That was fucking beautiful.
I mean, this is Logan. Of course, he read her like a Bible.
Exactly, that's why I said that.
I've never been more happy to critical fail on something than my entire life.
That's hilarious.
After a moment, the door opens, and once again, this blonde-haired, bright blue-eyed, kind of tired-looking young man steps out. Hi. Oh,
She hopped up.
you brought some of your friends. Hi, nice to meet you again. Your name was,
Starts
Is-
with a T.
Ted?
No, but I'll say close enough. It's Tournament. It's good to see you again, John.
Good to see you again, too, and, I don't know if I got a chance to talk to you. Logan James. Well, you're a, soldier, right? From the Order of Pelor? A paladin? Indeed I am. It's really nice to meet you. It's kind of funny, I actually serve, serve, I don't know if I'd say that. I'm a worshipper of Saloon, the, goddess of the moon. So what brings you by, Shaman?
Oh, I just made something. It was mostly for Tarmin because he wasn't feeling good. But, it was a pretty big cake. And she hands over the plate of bread cake.
Oh, thanks.
Tarmin and, Nura liked it. I think Peregrine did too. The other lady said it was mid. So, I don't know.
What other the lady?
Astrid.
Oh, Astrid means well. She's just, she doesn't like lying to people.
She looks over to Tarmin. Are you lying to me about my cake being good?
Well, that's not what I meant. I just mean she if she has an opinion, she's not gonna say otherwise. She's also kind of introverted and doesn't really have good social skills, so she doesn't really just know how to say, sorry, I don't want to talk right now. Her way of saying that is kind of just, he looks over at his mom, leans in, F off.
John, I wanted to know if you wanted to accompany us.
Accompany you for what?
Oh, we're just looking around town for some clues on our mission, and I wanted to know if you wanted to come with us. Maybe we could chit-chat. You've been up in your house all day, so...
Well, my son, his mom, my son, does have some things he needs to work on. Miss Shaman, I'm sorry, but you've been doing a lot of talking with my son. I know you're investigating. You don't have something you think my son did wrong, do you?
She has like a sort of a blush on her face. No, not at all.
As Tarman just looks as he kind of just leans over and whispers to the mother, "It's because she likes your son."
The mom's face relaxes a lot, and there's even a smile that creeps across it. Oh, I see. Well, how about after you're done with your work, you stop by and we could have some tea? Actually, Mom, I'd actually like to, travel with them while they do this. As Logan kind of shakes his head, I'm sorry, John, but we can't have... It's probably best that we don't have civilians traveling with us during this. And as Logan says that, John just kind of like taps his fingers a bit. Well, actually, I actually have an adventuring license.
Oh, cool.
Can I see it? As
Is it legit?
as John goes up, and it seems like his mom, Mrs. Jamie, she seems a little surprised that he actually said that. But he comes back down and he holds up a very official, very. It's at least it looks official, but you can assume that it is. Holds up an adventuring. Holds up an adventuring license, and as he looks over it. All right, I guess you could travel with us. Are you going to dress in anything, or? Oh no, I think my civilian clothes are fine. I haven't really done a lot of adventuring work in a while. I'm just trying to spend some time with my mother.
Aw, you have a sweet mama.
I can respect that. Alright, well, if you're gonna come with us, get some shoes on and we'll be waiting for you. Try to hurry, please. As he runs,
Bye, Miss Hello.
he runs back inside and she waves and just smiles at you and she closes the door. That's all. Why didn't he tell us before that he had an adventuring license?
Maybe he just wanted to keep it a secret.
Maybe because we hadn't fully asked yet.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. I was never told anything about another adventurer. Well, there is one other adventurer, but I've already met her.
Her?
Oh, don't worry. Just another adventurer doing a different bit of work for the city. After a little bit, John steps out. He's wearing, just more going out clothing, but nothing in particular. Alright, so, I guess we're headed to the, where are we starting?
Our part's in the city. So, we're just gonna look around the city, see if we can find any clues. If possible, there is one place I would like to avoid. If you guys are gonna go investigate the alley, that's fine by me, but I'd rather stay away from it.
That's me, Tarman. She, pats his shoulder.
As in this moment, he kind of just takes a breath, just trying to relax himself.
Well,
It'll be okay.
why don't he and Shaman investigate the alleyway where they were killed? And, Logan and Tarman, you guys can investigate other parts of the city.
Yeah, that sounds good. As Tarman will go with Logan.
Let's go ahead and start with Tarman. and Logan. Carmen, what is your investigation?
My investigation is shit. I'm kidding. Let me check.
Still shit.
It's a 1. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's not a fantastic.
I mean, I can roll with advantage if Logan wants to help.
I was gonna say, would you rather go ahead and roll and he'll give you advantage, or would you rather give him advantage? Because he actually does have a slightly better investigation.
Sure, I'll help him out.
Alright. Oh, wow. Okay, he rolled an 8 twice. As you guys are looking around at one of the other parts of it, after a moment, he just kind of shakes his head. Doesn't seem to be anything in this area. Why don't we go check somewhere else?
Alright. We can come back to it later. Maybe there might be something that we might have missed.
Right.
As Tarman will follow.
Alright, go ahead. After a moment, you guys kind of end up near the back area, just past the bar. I want you to go ahead and make this investigation. Once again,
Do I have advantage?
You will have advantage, because he is helping you.
14 total.
14. Well, after a moment, Tarman, looking around, both of you are still having trouble really finding anything. You look on the ground, and you notice something that seems a little off.
Tarman will crouch down, look at it.
It looks like it might be some sort of print. You can go ahead and make a nature check to see if you can figure out what it is.
15.
15. You can't make it out for sure exactly what this is. It's a little large, but it definitely looks to be some sort of canine. Like a big dog or maybe a wolf.
Hey, Logan.
Yeah.
I think I found something. Come here.
He goes ahead and walks over.
As he looks in, what do you make out of this?
Some sort of animal print.
But it's a little larger than just a normal wolf or such.
Well, there are a few different kinds of wolves out there. Could be a dire. Could be a very large dog. Not exactly sure.
I think this might be our thing. I'm not quite positive, but I'm at least 64% sure.
Well, seems it managed to step itself here in the mud, but other than that, we don't exactly have any tracks to follow. Unless we can find where some of this mud might have ended up. Let's start making our way forward based on where this is directed. See if we can't find any mud trails.
Roll investigation.
Yep, go ahead and roll it again with advantage.
20 for the first roll and 16 for a second, so it's 20.
20. You do actually find a few muddy prints. They're a lot hard to tell if these are the exact same prints because they're kind of, there's a lot less. There's a lot less detailed. But it appears to be going in the direction of the area you guys actually just left. So it seems that there might be something there that you managed to miss.
So it seems that we just missed attention to detail.
Let's head back and see what we can find. We're gonna quickly jump over to Shaman and John. So, Shaman, you enter this alleyway once again. You see the blood staining the stone walls. John seems visibly uncomfortable about this.
If you want to, you can wait away from the alleyway.
I'll look at some other places, yeah.
Just wait for me close by.
I will. So, Shaman, go ahead and roll investigation.
17.
With a 17, Shaman, as you look on the walls, you see the blood stains. You notice claw marks on the walls of the stone. But the claw marks don't stay down. You actually see the claw marks move up the wall. Did you find anything?
Yeah. She's gonna come out of the alleyway. So, I'm not sure, but there was a bunch of claw marks over there, and for some reason they got really tall. And they were also really short on the ground.
Did they lead to anything, or?
They just led up, but not that far up.
Yeah, it's unlikely that something like that would have gotten on the roofs. Maybe we should we should keep checking the alleyways.
Makes sense to me.
You both go past that alleyway, entering some of the others. Go ahead and roll investigation again. However, with John actually being with you this time, roll with advantage.
Thank God. 16.
16. As you're kind of making your way to the right in one of the other alleyways, he kind of stops you. Hang on. I think I see some more claw marks down this way.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna go down that way.
You make your way down that way, and you do see this large mark, almost this crack kind of going down the wall. Roll insight for me, Shaman.
17.
That doesn't necessarily look like a claw mark to you. It looks more like maybe the wall took a hit at some point and it caused it a crack, and the crack has slowly just kind of been broken up a bit. It doesn't look like anything specifically that would stand out. It looks more like just a natural part of the wall as it's aged and maybe some damage to it, but definitely not claw marks.
This doesn't seem like what we're looking for.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it just looks like a random indentation.
I don't know. I'm not very good at this kind of thing.
It's okay, neither am I.
Well, since we haven't been able to find anything else this way, maybe we should head in another direction. Let's head to the other part of town. Maybe there's something there.
Away from the crime scene, but okay.
Well, we haven't found anything else here, have we?
Well, not other than the claw marks, but meh.
Whatever it was might have went in another direction. So we should check other parts of the town.
Makes sense. Okay. Let's go then, John. She grabs his hand.
Thanks. I can walk myself.
Oh, okay. She lets go.
Roll a perception check real quick.
24.
As you're walking, you notice this strange piece of what looks like fibers or something in the wall, and as you get a bit closer look at it, you see that it looks like maybe fur. And as you look in this particular alleyway you're currently in, you see a bit of blood just slightly on the wall. You see, if you look further in, you actually see more claw marks, and they actually seem to be going in a direction. There's a bit of blood on the claws that maybe this is after what happened on the claw marks.
John!
Huh?
I found more claw marks, and I also found some fur as she picks it up.
It's this
What's
kind
it look
of lightish, purplish color. It's very strange. Also, as you're holding it, it gives us this strange staticky feeling across your fingers.
She licks it.
I'm sorry. What?
It doesn't taste good. I get. Gross. Even John seems a little like, Connor, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm analyzing the blood.
As she looks and follows the print marks.
Hang on, we should still go check the other parts of town, right?
Yeah, but let me follow these marks real quick.
Why? Didn't we already agree that it probably went to a different part of town?
Shaman is gonna... Can I roll an insight check on him? Or perception, or whatever?
Sure.
Nat 20.
You kind of realize that maybe innocent little doughboy here knows a little bit more about this than he's letting on.
I have a question, John.
Yeah.
You just seem like you know more than I definitely do, and I'm not... And if something happened, please let me know.
What are you talking about?
John, I can tell that something's going on. You look like you know more than you're letting on.
Well, I have been in the city for a while. Like I said, I'm an adventurer. Just because I didn't take the job doesn't mean I might not have been investigating it.
I get that, but just come with me, okay? She's running towards the direction of where the paws are going.
Okay, well, you're gonna run, and I need you to make a quick dex save.
Uh-oh.
16. So, as you're running, you narrowly avoid Logan, who steps out, and you avoid slamming into his armored body. As you run, you kind of slow down. Shaman, why are you running? As Tarman is with him. And you see John is trying to catch
just
up with
staring.
Shaman, why are you running off like that?
There's a lead. Follow me.
We have a lead as well. Have you seen any dirt anywhere? Or mud?
Claw marks.
Claw marks.
And I'm trying to follow if you guys would come with me.
Alright.
Lead the way.
She is going to follow the claw marks.
Once again, I need you to roll investigation.
Can somebody help me with that?
Well, you wanted to lead the way. After a moment, you kind of following these claw marks, you end up in a dead end. There's nothing there. No claw marks up the walls, no anything that really, or at least nothing you see that really stands out.
Shaman. You guys said you found some claw marks.
Yes.
Were they leading anywhere?
Well, she thought that they were leading in this direction, only to find this dead end.
And what about you?
Like I told her, I think it might have just passed through here. I think if we check one of the other parts of the city, it'll be better. As you guys continue to investigate, I will say that checking other parts, you never really find anything worthwhile. Nothing that really stands out. Eventually, the four of you find yourselves heading towards another part of the city. Once again, there's nothing that stands out.
There was purple fur.
Purple fur.
Where?
She takes it off her tongue. Right here.
Ugh.
Oh my god! As even Tarman had the moment, just like, oh.
What? It has a weird tang to it.
I did not need to know that information.
Let me see it.
She hands it to Logan.
As she hands it over, just Tarman. Oh my god.
Well,
It's just saliva, Tarman.
I might be able to study the magics of this. See exactly what we are dealing with. For now, I think we should all call it for now. We've been looking for hours and we haven't found anything other than those claw marks.
She looks to John. Tea? Tea time?
Yeah, actually, yeah, sure. That sounds nice.
Okay.
Alright, well, let's go talk to the mayor, Tarman. Tell him what we have found.
As Tarman will follow Logan.
Shaman's gonna stick her tongue out, making sure saliva comes out. You're so scared of this, Tarman.
No, it's the fact that you had that in your tongue.
Oh. She swallows. Damn, wanted to scare you.
And as we move on to this partially unsuccessful situation, we move over to Nura, Peregrine, and Sebastian all arriving in the forest, the large forest to the north of Crystal Elm. There was a trail leading towards the forest that would allow you guys to avoid going off the path, which would have led to you guys immediately encountering something. But the three of you are all now in the forest.
And that's when the bartender says to the ham sandwich, "Sorry, we don't serve food here."
Nura, shut the fuck up.
But
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. That's such a funny joke. Shut the fuck up, Nura.
Like, Nura, if you do not stop this now, only 2 people are going to leave this forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peregrine, I guess we gotta drag him back.
Alright. So what exactly is the play here? How do we want to go about investigating? Splitting up, sticking together, go high, go low. What are we doing?
We could always split up, try to cover the most ground. I guess the number one thing we're looking for is beasts that have recently made their home in this area.
Right. Though there are animals that already live in this place, so we do need to be careful of them. You two have worked together for a long time, right?
Yeah.
That's I can remember.
You guys got a call for if one of us needs to get to the other?
Yeah, it kind of goes like this. Ah! No, I'm kidding. Caw, caw.
You know, a lot more convincing than that.
Oh, you're right. As he's gonna put his hands together and forms a weird hand gesture. As he blows into his hand, it actually does sound like a screaming hawk.
By the way, Quentin's has been here for a while. Think he's found anything yet?
I whistle out into the sky and I stick my arm out, waiting for him to land.
Alright, well, go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage, because he's been here for a while. For Quentin.
16.
16.
Shit.
He actually did notice a few things. Of course, being just a eagle, he can't actually, or hawk, whatever he is, sorry. He can't actually tell you, but he will lead you in the direction. Are we splitting up now, or are we gonna wait?
I mean, yeah, that's say splitting up.
We'll be able to cover more ground that way.
Alright,
Yeah.
so Peregrine begins to follow Quentin. Sebastian just gives Nura a nod. Meet back here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so, Peregrine. As you follow Quentin, he lands on a tree. And as you examine the tree, you see a handful of, like, 2 or 3 arrows that are stuck into the tree. And you see that there's some blood on them. Fresh blood. Looking like maybe these, maybe took out some sort of animal previously. It looks like someone has been out here hunting, and it looks like they've been doing it recently. But after he shows that to you, Quentin flies over and lands on the ground, and as you get over there, you see prints once again. And if you would like to roll nature to see what kind of prints those might be, you can.
I'd like to use my lucky.
That's probably a cat.
Oh wait, hang on, I'm a halfling. 20.
It's not a cat. It's actually, well, might be a bear. But if it is a bear, it's a lot bigger than the average bear.
Alright, I'd like to stab myself now.
I have to stab myself
I'd like to jump
before I encounter whatever that is.
It's like, no, because you saying bigger than the average bear.
God damn it. No.
Yogi, you've gotten so fat.
But it actually does lead somewhere, so would you like to follow it?
Yeah, and I'd like to roll stealth as I'm following these tracks.
Alright, go ahead and roll stealth.
17.
Alright, 17, not bad. Okay, but while you begin to follow these bear tracks, and Quentin will keep near you, we're gonna move over to the big man himself, Nura. Nura, you are
Big bear.
Nura, you are in this forest. I would like you to go ahead and roll investigation.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so actually, you do find something. You find a set of prints. More than one set of prints, actually. You can go ahead and roll nature if you'd like to try and figure out what those might be.
18!
Oh no, yeah, with an 18. That is wolf prints. A lot of wolf prints, actually. A healthy
Wolf?
amount of wolf prints.
Wolves would definitely be, indigenous to this kind of area. So these aren't anything new. So
But
what we're looking for obviously isn't threatening this population.
yeah, but those prints are fresh. I need you to roll perception.
Oh no. 7.
At the moment, Nura, you don't really notice anything. You do look around, but there's nothing of note. So I guess for now, you just keep on looking around. Back over to Peregrine. Peregrine, you are slowly following these prints, but I need you to go ahead and roll investigation again, because you do eventually lose the prints. They stop being as deep, and it ends up being a bit harder. So go ahead.
That's a 5.
5. Luckily, you actually do manage to pick back up on them, and I will go ahead and let you roll investigation with advantage,
Okay.
because eventually these prints do stop.
17.
17. So as the prints stop, you look around more. You're a bit frustrated because now it's really hard to find where whatever this thing was, this likely bear, went. You find a blood trail. Blood on one of the trees and blood leading in a direction. And of course, you decide to follow that trail because it's gotta be leading to something, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Cool.
After a little bit longer, you do find the thing that's been making these tracks. You see a dire bear. Massive. And it looks like it's laying there on the ground. Away from you, facing away. Roll insight for me real quick.
21.
You get this strange chill down your spine. Because as you look at the bear, and you see the blood kind of around it, it's not breathing. This massive bear is not breathing.
I'd like to get a little closer to it after seeing this.
You get a little closer. Do you go around to the other side?
Yes.
You go around to the other side, and Peregrine, you can't imagine what did this. As you see the bear's jaw and all the way down to its chest has been ripped away. You see that its throat has been ripped open, its jaw has been removed, you see its ribs are cracked and ripped open, and it is just blood everywhere. Whatever did this could almost ripped this bear in half.
And what kind of creature of hell could do something like this?
Once again, I need you to roll perception.
13.
13, you hear some sounds and you turn around just a little bit uncomfortable given the thing you found. But as you turn, you don't see anyone. You don't see anything. Hoping it's just the sound of nature. We will get back to... yes, sorry.
Oh, sorry, am I still in stealth?
Yeah, you are still stealthed.
Okay.
Nura. I need you to roll perception again.
7.
I need you to make a dex save.
Oh.
Oh, no. Nura, you take 24 damage. You are jumped, is the best way to put it, by two big wolves that just kind of jump onto your back and dig their teeth into your shoulder and your side, and they just bite in. You manage to kind of scream and pull one off and push the other one away, but your back and your shoulder are bleeding. And as you push those two away, you see that they are, in fact, not alone. In fact, there are several more wolves. At the moment, a bit too many for you to count. And
1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck.
I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, shit. It's 25.
That is not bad by any means. You will be going first.
I rage, obviously. If that wasn't obvious.
So
Roar.
you're using your bonus action to rage. All right.
All the wolves in the area take 6 damage.
It's actually only 1, isn't it?
Is it?
Kavan, you've been good about keeping track of that.
What am I looking at?
Yeah, no. It's one creature.
Yeah, 1 creature. So one of these is gonna. It doesn't matter, anyways. But I also have to have them make a dex save, which I'm sure they'll fail because they don't have incredible dex. Yeah, so that's a 12, and I'm sure that fails. Though they will take.
Yeah.
They will take 1d6 lightning.
Which is
6. So good roll on that.
okay. All right. Well, time to
Anything
get
else?
to the...
Anything else you want to do on your turn, other than attack?
Oh yeah. Well, I will attack, but I'd also like to clap my hands together and make the fucking bird noise. Caw-caw.
So yeah, Peregrine, as you're staring at this mutilated bear corpse, you hear the sound of Nura calling, and you immediately know that that's not a good sign.
Well, that sounds like the danger call. As I signal Quentin to follow me as I head towards where I heard the danger call.
What is Quentin's movement speed?
His movement speed is 60.
So he can arrive before you. So it's going to take you 2 rounds to get there. It will only take him 1. So, you're going to go ahead and send him ahead of you?
Yeah.
Alright. So, for now, Nura, it's your turn. So, Nura, go ahead. There's wolves in front of you. Go ahead and roll to attack. Oh, come on! That'll hit you. So you go to, after you just kind of yell out, lightning actually shoots down and hits one of these wolves. They yelp. You run towards another. You go to stab it with that weapon that you have. It dodges, and it's actually going to attack you, and it did successfully hit. So that will be, funny enough, that will be another 12 damage. Alright, well, that's the end of your turn, unless you got any other bright ideas?
I probably will later.
Alright, well, so Nura, things have started off bad. You are by yourself at the moment, which means I've got some rolls to make. This could be a bad start. I just wanna...
The wolf rolled a critical.
That's good.
I'm a good person. Oh, fuck! Jeez, man.
Maximum damage, except.
No, actually they rolled reasonably low. Oh, what the fuck?
Ford's gonna call me a bitch if I ask him for help.
Your god is great. So you're lucky, actually, because it ended up being that the total out damage from all the others was super low. And it was only 8. And,
Well, okay.
however, the total for the one that crit was 10 total. So they all rolled really low, but it ended up being 18 damage.
Yeah.
So, Nura, you are getting fucking bombarded by wolves. I'll be real with you. You might be down in a moment unless they don't hit you next time.
Unlikely.
So, Nura, there's 4 wolves just kind of, like, attack you from all directions. And you're just being bitten and just tugged and clawed. You just see your own blood pouring on the ground. So yes, luckily you're raging, because otherwise that would have all been a lot worse. Go ahead, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, bonus action, lightning.
Oh, okay, I will roll the save for that. So lightning strikes down, and it does actually hit another one of these wolves, but it doesn't do nearly enough damage to actually make this thing seem concerned. Hopefully that weapon that's in your hands will change the mood of this fight really quickly. Go ahead and roll your attack.
14?
You have actually learned the AC of the wolves. So how do you take out one of these wolves?
Just straight up impalement through the chest.
So
I'm using the glaive.
Yeah, so you just, as this one jumps to you, you just stab it through the chest and lift it up into the air and then kind of fling it, and it hits the ground. It is their turn now.
Right.
And let us hope that these wolves will be less bullshit after this. Because what the fuck with that last round? Well, thank God. They all actually did miss.
Oh, thank God.
One of them got a 15, so it's a good thing you increased your armor class earlier. Quentin! So the first ally arrives as you see Quentin fly in.
I imagine, like, being the situation, for seeing these kind of situations, Quentin sees the wolves attacking Nura and instinctually goes to start attacking the wolves.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a 13.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Well, Quentin has arrived and has pecked at a wolf, and now some of the wolves have looked at him. Only a few, though, not many. Nura, it's your turn once again. Hopefully more allies arrive soon.
Well, I'm going to attack.
Okay.
Oh, hooray.
You hit.
10 damage.
You kill another one.
Straight impalement through the chest. Let's go.
Another wolf down.
Oh. And for my bonus action, can't really attack, so can I pick one of the wolves up forcefully and throw it at the rest of the pack?
Sure. Do you want to grab the most injured one? One of the ones that got hit by lightning earlier?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
throw Toast.
Go ahead and grab him. Make a. He will make a strength save, and you will make an athletics check.
16.
Great. It got a 14. Therefore, it is gonna be thrown. I will have one of the other wolves make a dex, and yeah, that's I'm gonna go ahead and call that a failure. So roll a d6 plus your strength.
Hooray! D6 plus my strength. Okay. They take 9 damage.
9 damage. Guess what? You killed the one you threw. Breaks its back across the other one. Okay, cool. So yeah, you kill another one, and
Hooray.
It is their turn. And one of them hits you. So, Nura, I'm gonna go ahead and say you are down. So,
Hooray.
wolves.
Allies?
Well, we'll get to them in a second. Wolves just kind of bombard you, biting and ripping at your flesh. You are pulled to the ground, and you are just being assaulted by these wolves. That is 15 damage to Quentin. As Quentin barely survives being also bombarded by all these wolves, Quentin flies up, blood pouring out of his poor bird body.
Oh, no.
Sebastian pulls in just said, and he's literally chugging a flask. He said, "I heard the call. What the fuck, wolves?" And he just gets an arrow ready. And funny enough, Sebastian comes in, and first shot he actually takes one of the wolves out. So now that you have allies, this is gonna go better. However, you do see Peregrine. You do see that your buddy Nura is covered in blood and surrounded by these wolves.
Oh, just another average day.
So it is your turn. What are you doing?
First, I'm going to run over to Nura and cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
8 points of health.
Nura, you are up with 8 health.
Yay!
Hooray!
And what about your bonus action, Peregrine?
Bonus action.
You are surrounded by wolves now because you literally ran right there where they were kind of surrounding.
This is very true.
Yes, I seem
I'd
to
like
be
to
in
go-
some sort of predicament.
I'd like to stealth.
Do you have any way to disengage, or are you just gonna try and run and hope for the best?
Let's go with the last one.
Alright, one of them is gonna try and chomp at you. 12 to hit, so it does not hit you. So you manage to fucking run away. One of them bites at you, but you narrowly avoid it. Roll stealth. Luckily, there's plenty of places to stealth here.
25.
Yeah, you run into the trees. The wolves are like, where the fuck did he go? Quentin. It is Quentin. So what is Quentin doing?
Alright, I'd like him to take the dodge action.
So he
So
will
any
duck.
attacks toward him will have disadvantage.
Okay, and that's all for him right now?
Yeah.
Alright, Nura, you are back up, coughing up blood. You're covered in horrible wolf bites. Luckily, still no death saves from you, so that's good.
Hey, 15.
That is a hit.
7 damage. Ugh.
7 damage. Luckily, the one you're attacking already was damaged, so you are going to kill it.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of the wolves and throw it at the other person.
Alright, make your athletics. Oh, he actually does make it, unfortunately. You go to grab him, and he just kind of... Like, you grab, and this wolf manages to pull away. So, actually, the only person who got a hit that time was Sebastian.
Yeah.
So one of the wolves runs up and bites him on the leg, and he's like, "Ah, down, boy, down!" But
Oh, you fucking son of a bitch.
that went a little better. He is actually going to try and kill that wolf. Pull his fucking short sword out. Go for its head. Yep. He manages to kill that one. So yeah, Sebastian says, "Down, boy," and he pulls out his short sword, just stabs the wolf in the head. That wolf is dead. Peregrine, you have not been spotted.
So 27.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit.
That'll be a 13 damage.
13, you managed to kill that one.
Nice. I guess go back into stealth.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, go ahead and roll with your bonus action. Back into stealth.
At 22.
Alright. And Quentin. What is Quentin gonna do?
I'll have him go at the injured one.
Alright. Roll to attack. Shit.
7.
Yeah, he goes to caw, and the wolf just like ducks down, and he just flies. It wasn't even trying to. It just like spotted like a rock and was like, "What's that?" And he just leaned down, and he just goes flying past its head. Sorry, Quentin. But Nura,
13.
I love how you're just barely hitting every single time.
I'm really confused why Dice Spot's pissed at me right now.
Dice Spot is just not in a good mood today.
Oh! Full
What
damage!
is Diceball ever in a good?
Yeah, full damage. Oh yeah, that I actually think you killed 2. Based on that damage.
That's even better.
Based on the health of one of them. Yeah, so you actually managed to take out 2 of them, so how do you do it? Just a wide swing.
Oh, you know what that works too. Yeah,
Yeah,
wide
so
swing.
you just kind of grab your glaive and you spin around and you just watch 2 wolf heads fly up in the air. Alright, well, good lord. Okay, it is their turn. Okay, so good news. I actually think, yeah, so Nura and Seb are fine. I think, that one managed to hit Quentin. I think Quentin is gonna be down, guys.
No!
Yeah, by 2 points, Quentin is down. So these wolves are fucking rummaging around, rolling a lot worse than they were earlier, but it's still not exactly going well as the wolves are luckily not attacking it, getting a good bite on anybody else. However, Quentin is snapped out of the air by a wolf and just kind of shaken and then tossed on the ground. Okay, well. Sebastian. Really? You're gonna do this now? Sebastian shoots, but that one that just attacked Quentin avoids the attack. Peregrine, it's your turn.
That's 8 damage.
That will kill that one.
Alright. Thank you.
So yeah, it's actually the one that just attacked Quentin. It avoids Sebastian's arrow, only to have an arrow right between its eyes, and it just collapses. Quentin is down though, Peregrine. Is there anything you need to do about that, or
Yes, I need to go over to.
you're gonna?
Oh no, that takes an action to do it though.
Oh. Is he gonna be? Is he okay for now?
If I get him within the hour, he should be fine.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you want to just go back into stealth, or do you want to use your bonus action to run over and pick him up?
I'll use the bonus action to pick him up.
Okay, so you run back out. He's not super far from you, so you should be able to run back behind the tree, but the wolves will know you're there. Nura, with your 8 health, it's your turn.
Yeah.
17 to hit, that will hit. Well, you slash one of the wolves, or stab one of the wolves, and it doesn't go down. I'm sorry, that one's a bit more resilient.
Let's slam a wolf, gentlemen.
Alright, strength save versus check.
16.
You grab him and slam him. Your D6 plus your strength modifier.
9.
That one you pick up and you slam down, and it breaks its neck. It's at this moment that there is only one wolf left. The wolf is going to choose to disengage and run. However, Sebastian does not play coy with that. As the wolf runs, Sebastian shoots it and right in its spine, and it collapses, and he walks over as it's just kind of squirming, and he takes his sword and finishes the wolf off. Well, that went well. You alright, Nura?
Yeah.
Hey, is Quentin okay?
Oh yeah, he's fine. Just needs a little TLC as I take start glowing some ranger magic in my hand, and I put it onto Quentin as it starts reviving him.
Yeah, after a moment, his snapped neck and spine relocate, and he just gasps for air. Well, we know what Nura found. Not likely this pack of wolves is what killed that couple in Crystal Elm, is it?
Not likely, considering what I found.
What'd you find?
Dire bear, or what was left of a dire bear. Thing was torn to pieces.
Wait a second. A dire bear? You're talking about those fucking massive things that could rip a grizzly in half?
Yeah.
You said it was ripped into pieces?
His jaw was gone, claw marks everywhere, organs were all left.
Fuck. What the hell could do something like that? As you're all sitting there talking, and he asks that question, you all hear a voice out of the woods. I know exactly what can do something like that.
Who said that?
You guys look, and walking out,
Here comes the boy.
you see a blue dragonborn in leather armor with leather straps, his long blue tail with some gold scales as well, or goldish scales as well. You see these tired yellow eyes, this large bow on his back. I was tracking those wolves, hoping to get something out of their hunts.
It seems like you've been out in the forest more. You said you knew what could kill a dire bear.
I know what killed a dire bear. You're adventurers, right? The ones who took the job.
Yeah, we are.
I've been looking into it as well. Only because I have some people that I know here in this forest. Trying to keep them safe. I found a few things, if you're interested. Follow me.
Start following him.
Okay, Sebastian is going to help Nura up as much as he can, considering how fucking huge Nura is. You guys walk for a little bit, and he actually walks to where the bear is, and yes, Nura, now you and Sebastian see the bear as well. Sebastian immediately just says, "What the fuck?" And then takes his flask off his side and chugs some of his flask and puts it back on his side.
Well, that fur's unsalvageable.
Funny. I thought the exact same thing. It's what's past this that I think you'll find interesting. He walks a little bit forward, and what he brings you to really is surprising. because what you find is a small camp. And hanging from a tree near this camp is this massive rack of meat. And you can see at the bottom of the meat there's claw marks as if something was reaching up trying to get to it. I found this just a few days ago. Must have been left here last month. Meat's rotten. Last month, I was out hunting. Couldn't sleep. That's when I saw it. Taller than you, Goliath. This wolf. On 2 legs. These glowing purple eyes. Damn thing almost sniffed me out too. I would ended up just like that fucking bear. Found out what happened in Crystal Elm. There's a druid camp not far from here. Bunch of people I care about. I decided that I would start investigating. That's when I found this camp. Go ahead and look around, see if you can find anything that'll help.
Investigation. Here we go.
Yes. Roll
I have a
investigation.
+5, so what do you have, Kaban?
+1.
Oh, well, do you just want to help me out and give me advantage?
Sure.
18.
So, you look through this camp. As you're investigating, you don't find a lot to stand out. You find a pair of clothing, much too small for something as big as the Dragonborn described. You find this green leather, almost armor-like vest. You look hoping to find something that'll give you exactly what you need, but you don't.
Would wear something like this as he holds up the green leather, because I assume green leather isn't that common.
I don't know much of anybody around here. I only came because of the festival. Figured it would give me an excuse to come back home. Say hey to some people I used to know. If anybody would know anything about something like that, probably be the mayor.
Probably. This will be a decent start for a lead, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not getting mauled to death by wolves again for another clue.
Well, it's starting to get dark. I have a camp I set up not far from here.
I'd appreciate it if you'd let us stay.
Sure. I can sleep in one of the trees. No problem. So you guys are going to follow this blue dragonborn?
Yep.
So you, the 3 of you, follow the blue dragonborn as it gets darker. You arrive in the small little camp. There's really not much here. Sorry, there's not much here. Wasn't exactly expecting guests.
Hey, Peregrine. Climb up one of the trees, I'll do the same. Let's set up a hammock.
A hammock, huh? How bougie of you.
Gee, I'm trying to stay off the ground.
I mean what I said. As the Dragonborn literally just lays on his back on the ground, just kind of putting his arm behind his head. Sebastian taking another swig of his flask. I guess I'll take the tent then.
Nura's gonna get into his little hammock that he's got going now.
The Dragonborn will, after a moment after you've all settled, he'll sit up. None of you have to worry about watching camp. I probably won't be able to get much sleep tonight anyway, so I'll do it. Hey, Dragonborn. What? We appreciate the help and all, but who the fuck are you, anyways? You can call me Nagrith. Now go the fuck to sleep. I'm not looking to talk to anybody else. Yes, sir. Jeez. As Sebastian will lay down. Nura, you're in a hammock. Peregrine, I assume you're sleeping on like a tree branch.
Mm-hmm. Got some leaves to cover it up.
You guys head to rest with Nagrith watching for the night. Shaman, Logan, Tarman, you are in the inn as night settles in Crystal Elm.
Shaman,
Yeah?
can we talk in private?
Sure. Damon's gonna follow, Armin.
As Tarman heads up to his room, as he sits in a chair and pulls up another one for her to sit,
What's going on?
I'd like to thank you for you being nice. You're the only person, as of most of my life, that's showed this generosity, other than Bernardus.
Bernardus.
He's a friend. I met him at 16. I'm going to tell you about my life and why I'm here.
You know
But
it.
I need you to not tell anyone, especially Logan. I am a street rat of Ecole. I was born on this continent. I only had 4 years with my family. My father picked me up, took me to the streets of Ecole, set me down on the streets in the cold rain, and left me. I've been alone for 12 years. The only kindness I've had was finding moldy bread and sometimes getting the sandwiches over at Chronicle when I had the money. Aslan's a nice guy. Pretty much the only friend I had during those years. I freaked out back there in the alley because of the first kill I've ever had. That's when I was saved by my friend. When he had saved me, I had left this continent and wished to never return. I
What made
only returned because I learned that he is still alive.
Who's still alive?
My old man. He's somewhere on this continent. He deserves tenfold, maybe even more, of what I've suffered. So when that day comes, that I see him again, I'm going to finish that part of the story. Once he's dead, I'm going to leave.
Tarman, I and the people in this party will definitely help. But I don't want to see you consumed by it. I don't want to see you lose yourself. Shaman's going to sit down next to him and give him a hug. Do you really want to lose yourself doing that? Because you weren't picked here to suffer. You were picked here to simply live. You just were handed the wrong cards. You can make your life better by surrounding yourself with people who care about you. As she pats his head, like me. I care about you very much.
As he looks at her, I understand that you're trying to help, but it all leads up to this. I want him dead. I'm not even one of you guys. I'm not an adventurer. I'm not. I'm simply doing this until I can get to him. I'm not a real adventurer, Shaman.
Well, if you think about it that way, neither am I. This is my first mission.
No, I mean it. As he takes out his little adventuring license, it's fake.
Huh.
It was forged. I'm only doing this until I can get to him. I can quit my crew. I can isolate. I'm scared to be with anyone. I'm terrified. Because I feel as though if everyone that I do get close to, eventually I'll go through the same pain of being abandoned. They'll do the same thing my dad did. Just leave me.
Of course, there's going to be bad people in this world, and unfortunately, yours was your dad, which is the person you're supposed to look up to the most when it comes to, growing up as a guy, I'm assuming. But not everybody is going to just leave you like that. People will like you, especially when you open yourself up, because you are a lot different than when you first met us. You were quite cold, and you didn't let anybody in. But now I've noticed that you've been smiling, and you've been talking to people and letting them into your life. And it's a good thing, because you're meeting good people. Maybe Ecole isn't the best example of good people, but there's plenty of places that have people that will care about you. and won't leave you. Do not isolate yourself. You're going to put yourself in more pain isolating yourself. Isolating yourself is a mechanism, and it's not a healthy one. Just know that there are people who will care about you and not abandon you with the drop of a hat like that bastard did. So don't make yourself suffer because of one douchebag. Why are you letting him take control of your life like that?
He's not in control.
But if you think about it, if you isolate yourself like that, he's winning. He's making you torture. He's making you torture yourself. Isolating yourself like that is self-torture. I believe people need other people to function, to be honest. I want you to live your life how you want to and not let him dictate that. Okay?
As you two continue talking, the door opens. You see Astrid staring into the room. Hey, that dumb blonde kid has been sitting outside for like 20 minutes now. Should I just tell him to go home, or...?
No. Tell him I'll be down there in 5 minutes.
Hey, look, whatever's going on in here, there's got the two of you mixed up in so much emotion. I've learned the easiest way to deal with things is to live. Forget about everything else. Forget about whoever hurt you or whatever you did.
Wait, were you listening?
She closed the door.
She's gonna hand back the fake ID. First off, I'm not gonna tell anybody about the ID. It looks real enough. But also, are you gonna be okay?
I'll live.
She just sort of smiles. Live for yourself, okay? And if you ever need to talk again, I'm right here.
Okay.
She gently punches his shoulder.
Your shoulder No, I'm just kidding.
His shoulder dislocates.
You break this man in half.
Now stop frowning, you look stupid like that.
As she does leave, Tarman will go over to the mirror and stare at it once again. As he takes out the dagger, staring at it.
That is where we are going to end this session.
Oh gosh.
Man, this got heavy.
That hits me where I live.
Was I any good at that? I tried.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I tried my
Yeah, and also to you, Jay, as well.
Alright, everyone. This episode has been certainly interesting and got a good bit deep at the end, and we'll see what else might be hidden from some other people. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that anyone who ends up listening to this has enjoyed as well. And I hope you all meet us again in 2 weeks for the next episode. Stay adventurous.